What's going on, guys? Jesse here, and today I'm in a coffee shop to tell you how buying a new construction home is a lot like buying a latte. Trust me, stick with me, I promise it will make sense in just a second, but there are three things that determine the price of building a latte, and there are three things that determine the price of building a brand new home. Okay, so let's get into it so I can make it make sense. Now, when you walk into a coffee shop and you want to buy a latte, the first and primary thing that you're being charged for is the coffee, or more specifically, the espresso, right? And the reason for that is that this is where the shop spends the majority of its money, right? This is its greatest overhead, to get coffee, and so they are going to charge you primarily for the coffee that you purchase, or the espresso that goes into your latte. Very similarly, when you go to a new construction community and you want to buy a new home, the main thing that they're charging you for is the floor plan, right? This is the thing that costs them the most to actually build the home, the cost of materials and the cost of labor. And so this is the thing that you are being charged for primarily when you're building a home, right? Now, here's the thing. If you buy a larger latte, they're gonna charge you more for it. And so when you are driving down the road and you see a sign that says new home starting in the low 300s, most likely what they are advertising is the price for their smallest latte, or sorry, the price for their smallest floor plan, right? And if you want to get a bigger floor plan, it's gonna cost you more. That's why a lot of people get frustrated with what they see on the road signs, because they're talking about the smallest thing that they offer, okay? Now, much like the fact that you cannot build a latte without milk, you cannot build a house without land. And so, the next thing that you're being charged for when you're building a home is the lot. When you go to a new construction community, you're gonna pick out the floor plan, but then you're gonna have to determine what lot you wanna build it on, and sometimes the builder's gonna charge you for that. Now, I've seen builders not charge for lots, and that is typically because you're looking at the most standard, basic lot that they offer. And they didn't pay a lot for that lot, so they may not charge you anything for it. They're gonna make up that cost in the building of the home, right? But I don't know if you're like me, when you go into a coffee shop, every now and then you may want a different milk than what they typically offer. The standard milk is often whole milk. I'm an oat milk man myself, right? And so when I add oat milk to this latte, they charge me for it. It's something like 50 cents, right? And so there is an upcharge for preference. And so if you go into a new community and you're like, oh, I don't want the standard lots, I want the unique lots, I want the bigger lots, I want the more desirable lots, then they're gonna charge you for that, right? Now, I've seen lots cost anything from $0, no cost at all, no charge, to $80,000. Now, here's the thing I want you to know, that neither are common, right? I typically see lots anywhere between like $8, $10, $15,000, maybe even 5, maybe up to 20, right? But it is rare that they charge you nothing, but it's also rare that they charge you 80 grand for a lot, right? But it is worth knowing that you could very possibly be charged for the lot, okay? So you've figured out the floor plan that you want, you've determined the lot that you want to build it on, and then the next thing is, well, for a latte, flavors, right? Man, I'm a coffee drinker, but I gotta have something sweet in my coffee, and so I like to add a flavor shot. And for me, it's often vanilla or caramel. I know, I'm basic, guys, I'm basic, okay? When October rolls around, I will be getting a pumpkin spice latte. Forgive me, but it will be good coffee, I promise. But in the same way, the last thing that determines the price of your home is going to be your design selections, right? You're adding flavor to your house, right? You're putting your own personal touches on it. And the same way, if I want to get multiple shots of flavor in my latte, then if I want caramel and vanilla, then I can do that, but they're gonna charge me for both. And with a lot of builders, you can make as many selections as you would like, but they're gonna charge you for each one. So be prepared for that. So here's the thing, I'm gonna put this latte away for a moment. I wanna stop the metaphor, I wanna make things plain, okay? There are 3 things that determine the price of a new construction home, and the first one is the floor plan. The second one is the lot that you're gonna build it on. They call this a lot premium. And third are the design selections, okay? Now, the pricing for new construction homes, there are nuances, right? And this is a very basic, generalized understanding of how to determine the price of your new construction home. It's not too general, it's honestly, these are the 3 things that make up the price of your home. But you know, for more nuanced situations, I like to handle on a case-by-case basis. So if you got questions, let me know. You can always drop them down in the comments. You can hit me up on Instagram. If you got my number, you can text me, call me, do whatever. I'm happy to chat. But I appreciate you watching this video, and I'm excited for you to continue to move through this video series, because the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the appointments that you're gonna have with the builder once you go under contract, right? And these appointments are so important. I want you to be prepared for them. So again, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next.